Results of a recent study show the typical 5-day school week isn't the only way to do it. KMU8's Nathan Lee joins us in studio with what these researchers found and what happens when you take a day out of the week in Missouri schools. Nathan.
Evie, behind me here is a map of Missouri showing how many school districts are currently operating under a 4-day week school schedule. Now, a study presented to the State Board of Education today showed that there's no statistical change in cutting out a day.
You mentioned going back to a 5-day week in my school district, and you're going to have more people hurling expletives at you than not.
John Fortney is the superintendent of the Van Far School District.
Most of our folks are like, oh, I couldn't even imagine.
And since 2020, school's in session there only 4 days a week.
That additional day has made us more efficient.
Researchers hired by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education presented the numbers to the State Board of Education, showing that 4 days in the classroom versus 5 doesn't make a statistical difference.
How are we finding interventions that are actually improving outcomes for students?
Outgoing Education Commissioner Margie Van Dieven says there's not enough research to know if it's better or worse.
Is it impacting attendance? Is it making sure they're getting the best teachers in front of them in the classroom? So there are a number of factors.
What it does give, according to Fortney, is a competitive edge against other districts.
Being able to say, hey, we may not be able to pay you as much as surrounding districts, but we can provide you an extra day.
And he says some students still learn on that extra day.
Communicating out with families that their child would benefit from coming in on the Monday, and they'll get between 1 and 3 hours of additional tutoring.
Fortney says he hopes the district will expand the use of their day off.
I think there's a lot of great possibilities if we're able to stick with it.
And right now, 21% of school districts in Missouri operate under a 4-day school week. Board members expect that number will rise in the coming years. Live in the studio, Nathan Lee, KOMU8 News.